Okay guys, back out here just for a couple of minutes. What's next? Well, I was interrupted before when I hit the thing, but what's next? Next, I gotta put the valance on the bottom. Behind the fenders, there's these crossbars that go on. That's why I haven't done anything with this. That's why this is all so flimsy. This gets screwed to the radiator support with 4 screws. The crossbar goes, I don't know, here to down there. It's tucked in. And then the valance. I'll put all that on, and that'll tell me the nose is where it needs to be. Okay? Then from there, I could fine tune this door, finish that up, because I want to get this side in epoxy, and that'll also allow me to come on the other side of the car. And at this point, I might as well align the doors. Even if I don't work on them right now, just align them and be done with it. So when the time comes, I could just pop the 2 pins and repair the back of that door, because this door needs work too. There's obviously no dent in it, but it has the issue, but bigger. It actually goes further. So, look at the front of the door. There's 1 or 2 dots in the front, so we might be doing something in the front too, but it's solid. So that's what's next. But we're not going to do that body work just yet. We're going to button up the driver's side, get the driver's side in epoxy, get the roof in epoxy, get this hood in epoxy. So here will be an epoxy, including the hatch. Then the car will probably be turned around. I find it much easier to work on this side because of my tools and all my stuff is all over here, rather than to work up against this wall. I could, but then like I said, the box is in the way, everything becomes a big pain in the butt. It's easy to just turn the car around, push it up against that wall. And with that, that'll allow Junior, we could pop the hood off after that. Well, the hood could be off. Once this fender, I know where it goes. Not allow him to come back in here and sand in there. I can get that epoxied, and then I could finish up the bodywork on this side. So this side's going to require taking care of the top of the fender there, which, if you notice, there's little dents in it. Okay. So when the guy put the mirror on, he didn't like where it was and he moved it. That's why there's 3 holes. The other fender had 4. He put it on with 1 screw and realized it was wrong, and then put the other one on. It's a long story, but the metal was sticking up and sharp, so you could actually see where I put the punch around it. Just tapped them down at the time, called it good. So there's a little rust right here, so this is going to require, I'm sure, a patch, depending on how far it flaked away. I need to look quick. It's going to require a little patch here and a little patch here. Okay. This door is going to require a patch back there, probably the back side also. I haven't looked, but I'm assuming if the front side's bad, the back side's bad. Now that I know how the water gets trapped, I see a couple of blisters here, so that probably won't be a back side. That'll probably just be a little patch on the front side. As far as I know, the door's good. There is a funky little, like, dent wave in it right here. It's always there. Okay. This isn't dented back there. That's just my handprint back there. So I got to work on that. And actually, it's a high spot. So that makes me wonder what the deal is there. And then we got to do the back of the quarter. So this side is going to require just a mount. Well, it's actually going to require more metal fab than the other side. That's why I conquered that side first. That side took more Bondo because of the dent. But this side's going to require more welding. So that's where we stand. When I come home from work tomorrow, I will be out here buttoning up this piece. That should go pretty quick. It's only a couple screws. And with that, I'll probably swing the car over a little further so I can start to work on that door. We'll get it over here. We'll get it out this way more and swing it around. I'll probably get the ass of the car right in front of the toolbox over here on the side. And that'll give me all the room that I need to do the other side. Only the front's on dollies, but it will roll. just hard without steering. Has no steering at all. So the tires do what they want, which makes it really hard. As you can see, they're pointing in different directions. Then we'll be moving on. So, and a lot of this stuff I'm going to mark, so when I put it back together, we could just, have the ease of putting it back together. Hood will be off after everything's done. I'm doing everything, the engine, everything with the hood off. Some people paint the car as if it went through the assembly line and leave the hood on and put the motor from the bottom so you don't see no scratches on there. But me, I'll be putting the bolts on raw, and I'll have Junior sit there and touch them up. Sometimes I touch them up with a little brush and let it flow out. Whatever, it doesn't matter. And that's what we're going to be doing. So we still got a lot of work ahead of us, but we're making progress. It's actually almost a car, at least shape-wise. So we have come a long way. I'm not going to tell you every day I've been excited to come out here and work. Lots of other things going on, but this is what we're looking for. Do have something else we have to work on here. I've had them for a long time now. Somewhere in here, those are cables. We got hood pins and the cables, lanyard cables or whatever they're called. So, but these I will not put on until I know this hood isn't moving. So, then we'll find a spot to put them. So, but I don't run these without a hood latch, because there's always that time you go somewhere and you forget to put them back on. So, but the way I've done it is, you put these in place of the two rubber snubbers, and you find yourself a nice soft spring. So when you close the hood, you leave the latch a little on the loose side, and you push down on the hood, put the thing in there and let it back up, and then it sits level again. That's the way I've always done it. I find it easier that way, because if you have the rubber things on there and you want to push down and put the pins in, you can't really push it. You end up tweaking everything. So they say they're stainless steel. I think I got these things from AutoZone a long time ago. So, since 2006 on it, but I don't know what year they are. Okay guys, I just wanted to give you an update. I was going to come back out here, but I got tied up on other stuff, like resting. But like I said, we'll jump back on this corner too. That shouldn't be such a bad deal. I know we can get it like just about right there without any effort at all. And if it needs something there, we'll take care of it. And that's it, guys. I'm out of here. Boring video.